Hello, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium, with I hope an informative video. Um, a little reality check on diseases. Um, just for those who have decided not to take vaccines and those who have taken vaccines. In the 1300s, the bubonic plague hit Europe, killed millions of people, spread by animals, fleas, rodents, squirrels. It's still around. Bubonic plague, Black Death from the 1300s is still around. People still get it. We have antibiotics for that. So it's rare. But these diseases do not die. They just lie dormant and occasionally leap from animal to human. That's what we've got going on now. They're the carriers. Smallpox, 1633. Lots of people died. I'm not telling you how many on these, most of them. The guy developed a vaccine from cowpox that did the trick. Vaccine. 1793, yellow fever. 1953, vaccine was developed. There's no cure for yellow fever. You get it. 1793, 1953, a vaccine. See, the vaccines didn't become new age until the 50s. People just died. 1832, cholera. 5 to 10% of those in cities died. If you lived in a big city, it spread real quick. Same thing what we have going on now. Still today, 1832, cholera. Today, 2021, 95,000 people die each year from cholera. It's not cured. 1858, scarlet fever. No vaccine for it. If you get it, you got it. A lot of antibiotics treat these pretty well. 1906, typhoid. 1906, typhoid is still around. It didn't go anywhere. It's just underground. In 1948, they developed a vaccine for it. 1948. 1906 to 1948, you isolated yourself. 1918, the H1N1 flu, still around. Still kills people. They have a vaccine for it, if you get the vaccine. 1921, diphtheria, still around. We get vaccines or treatments and they go underground, but they're still here. And in areas where people don't get the vaccine, it breaks out. It's hiding in animals and it spreads back to humans. Still around. 1918, H1N1 flu, still around, shots vaccine. 1921, diphtheria. 1916, polio. That's me. 1952, I got it. And no one knows why I didn't die. Didn't have a vaccine. Or we couldn't afford it, or we couldn't get it, whatever. 1955, they developed a vaccine for it. That's pretty quick. 1952 is only 3 years, and they had a vaccine for it, which I got somewhere in the mid-60s because we moved to a town where they vaccinated against it. And put a couple of drops, red drops of something on a sugar cube, and you put it in your mouth and sucked on it, and it was good. You don't see people with polio anymore. It's still around, though. In some countries, it breaks out. 1957, H2N2 flu. Develop a vaccine. 1981 measles. They get a shot for that. Most kids get that in a triple shot or something, I think. 1981 AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Millions of people died. They need a cure for it. You can get drugs that'll suppress it. You can live a nice long life. I remember the famous basketball player got it. He thought, ooh, this is bad. He's still alive. He runs his own company. He owns part of a basketball team. 2010, whooping cough. That's a strange name for something, isn't it? And that brings us to 2019 COVID. All of these are still around. I don't know how many there are here, 10 or 15 anyway. They're all still active and hiding in animals, mostly. We had the hantavirus. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with that. Spread by rats. Usually in the Southwest where it was dry. Came from their feces. It would get blown in the air and people would breathe it in. They had it. And they just died. There was no cure for it. They can hydrate you and give you antibiotics and whatever, but no cure for it. All of these diseases, Black Death, bubonic plague 1300s, is still here. People still get it. The interesting thing is, I think I heard a story a few years ago where they were digging up graves and moving them, and somebody got it from someone who had been dead for 700 years. All of a sudden it sprung out. Vaccines. We have a long, long history in the world of horrible diseases that are suppressed by vaccines. We get the flu shot. What's the difference? Every year they come up with some new flu. We get a different shot. This is what COVID is. COVID is, someone's saying variants. There are a lot of variants, and I predicted it a couple of years ago where it would come in different waves, and it did, because it's changing. It's changing what it is, so we have to attack it a different way. I say we. I'm an onlooker. I'm an observer like you. I don't know anything about vaccines. The polio almost got me. I wasn't going to I'm not going to miss a shot. So those, for whatever reasons, are not taking the shot, and I fully respect those. It's personal choice. Those in hospitals, no, you don't have a choice. You're going to be taken, or you're going to lose your job. A lot of them have here in Texas. They've been showed in the door, given dismissal slips because they didn't get vaccinated. It's not proven effective. Yeah, it is. 90% of everybody dying from COVID-19 are unvaccinated people. 90%. That's where it's coming from. Those who didn't get vaccinated when they were easy to get, all you had to do was drive through. I did a drive-through. I thought it was great. They reached in the car and shot your arm, and you drove off and parked for 10 minutes to see if you had a reaction, and then you went home. Cheap, can get it anywhere. You don't want to take it. I wish you luck. Why don't we listen to, why are people saying Fauci is an idiot, Fauci lied, Fauci did this and he did that? The one honest person we've got in Washington is Fauci. He always tells the truth. He never lies about anything. Why would he lie? What would be the, he's not political. This is why all the politicians are lying about it. Well, we don't think it exists. Don't want to get that vaccine. It's unproven, untested. People are dying because of it. It's a bad theory. It's a disproven theory, because 90% of everybody getting sick are the people without the vaccine. This is the way of the world now. This is what I see coming from now to the end of time, till the planet blows up and goes into the sun and disappears. Diseases are here. And in 1300, There weren't that many people here. A huge metropolis might have 10,000 people in it. We got that many. We can throw a rock and hit right here, close. So the more people there are, the easier it's transmitted. So who's getting hit hard? Countries that have a lot of children. Fast birth rate. China, India. They're desperate for the vaccine. I don't know, but I suspect there's something in the works to ship vaccines to whoever wants them. Reality check. Get wise. This is the way of the future. If you've got a cave you can go live in somewhere off the coast and maybe fish during the day and sleep in your cave at night, you're probably kind of okay. But then that's because I think the bubonic plague was spread by fleas. So you get a flea, you've got it. No one's isolated anymore. I don't speak to a lot of people in a day, and I do by phone, but we get out. Maybe 500 people around us at one time or other. I seem to be the only one wearing a mask. It'll be, people are looking short-sighted. Okay, we're through with that. Rip that mask off. No, the thing is, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. A lot of these people who were never vaccinated, never wore a mask, are now out there without a mask. So the danger is great. If you're immunocompromised, you have bad lungs, if you have a low immune system, smarten up. America, Australia, England, Germany, smarten up. Get the shot if you can. If you can't, hunker down and wait till it shows up. 90% of everybody catching this and dying are the people who didn't get a vaccine. And they will say that that's just governmental, that's not true, that's not. Why would they lie? Why would the CDC lie? Why would Fauci lie? They're accusing him of lying about everything because no one wants a shot. Well, fine, don't get the shot. We won't be seeing you in the future. Just a little prognostication. It occurred to me this morning. How long have diseases been around? Since people have been around living in cities. When you get 50 or 100 people in a little village, the village is decimated as soon as one person gets it. Because they didn't know where it was coming from. It was invisible. Some kind of invisible. And a lot of people thought it was voodoo and we'll cast it out and we'll do. No, it's the virus. It's very tiny, hard to see, but it's not invisible. Smarten up. Or as Homer Simpson would say, safen up. There's a few slots left for Sunday if somebody wants to learn how to self-heal. I've been getting a great amount of relief by self-healing. I feel much invigorated. I want to thank everybody for watching. No fear, no regret, no anger. Safen up. Thanks for watching.